I'll psych myself up, Alright. Welcome back to the Oh No, What Have You Done podcast. Alright. In today's episode, Lucas is going home a bit early, feeling a bit unwell, so hearts in the chat for Lucas. But he's in the chat for Lucas right now. Alright, so the objectives today, Alex chose them, and we, by the way, the loser didn't get an extra thing because we forgot.
Don't care.
But yeah. Alright, so Alex chose things today. So the topic is you become an SCP. I didn't know what this was before, so bear that in mind. All dialogue is in caps, so like basically all dialogue's yelling. We had to pick we had to get 4 objects from a random object generator, and we had to add them into our stories. And then we put the whole thing through a Shakespeare, translator, yeah. So, we didn't really change anything from the translator, so some parts might not make sense. But
that's the point of it.
Yeah, okay. Jared is reading Lucas's as well, so you can start with either yours or Lucas's, Jared.
Go.
I'll start with my own.
Speak a bit louder. Lucas was complaining about that.
Okay. About me?
No, like everyone in general.
Okay.
I think mostly me though.
'Twas time after a couple of mine comical green glow sticks did maketh to the cafeteria. Food they did knoweth was to me. They did pull me aside and did give me a firm talking to. I was devastated. I can't believe if I was did doff catch. Me of all people who did doff catch in the act of trolling. But alas, I was did confined to mine office, which did happen to beast full talking taters. I did pull those folk all out and did throw those folk in the garbage. But ho, at least I don't got a beast doing chores or cleaning or aught. I did search mine office for escape, but alas, they have sealed mine escape vent. Those dumb, naive doors. They forgore! I did exclaim it, a loud yell. They did forget to taketh hence mine children's booketh. The doors. Inside wast mine razor sharp papar did doff cutinator. Those name moo brain then stone dram dum-dums. I did lay to the sharp cutting edge to did doff cut the door off to its hinges. I did kicketh down, then did flee down the hall. 'Twas nae time to rest, but I saith, is yond this display ward? He ha! I shout, hoping nobody hears me. Dashing to the display case, I did look around for the greatest ally, the one and only Pestabot. I shoved off the glass and did pull the junk art guy out. He was flailing and screaming. How dare thee touch the mecha cockatrices, the woeful weakling whacker, the destroyer of worlds, the bogus bumpkin basher, the ferocious fleshling friar, the puny person petrifier, the lonely loser luncher, the frail. Shut the hell up! I didn't ask if. I then did proceed to throw Christabel in a trash container on the way out because he was too annoying to keep a foot round, co-equal for me. To the armory, I exclaim. To the armory, I exclaim, and I sprint off into the distance. Oh shucks, the armory is dead close. I say if this hath been a scammage. I dismount mine all-terrain multi-tool the rock. I did bash the keypad over and over, but alas, didn't open. the rock did shatter in pieces, and I did scream. I did scream in teen, as mine handeth did full with rock debris. I sprint to the medical department, but did close this eke whilst I was losing a lot of blood, bleeding mine life out. I waddled to the bathroom as a final resort, did clutching toilet paper.
So, okay,
Whose story was that, sorry?
Mine.
let me
Not
get
yours?
this straight. Dr. Bright, because
Yeah.
I know that's who you
Yeah.
are.
Oh wait, what's Dr. Bright?
Dr. Bright's an SCP who lives in an amulet. Whoever his amulet touches, he takes over them, basically.
So he possesses people who okay, gotcha.
Like, he raises their mind, and then
Yeah.
takes the
Alright.
mind.
And he does wacky stuff.
Yeah, he does. He's like a troll face of the
Okay.
Foundation.
So what were your 4 randomly generated
For randomly
objects?
generated objects, there was it didn't say here, like it changed it, because I
Yeah.
wrote it was trash bags.
Oh yeah.
So in my original story it was trash
What it
bags.
translates to?
It translated to garbage.
No, that's fine. It's fine, because he put it in.
Yeah.
So it was trash bag. It was trash bag, children's book, toilet paper, and rock.
Nice. Well, you completed all the
Definitely
things.
Shakespeare, and he did use caps.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. All right.
I hate that story.
I'm pretty sure Jared won last time, so who should go next, Jared?
Oh, okay.
I would say Lucas, but that's me. So
And you don't want to go again.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could get you out the way.
go, Alex.
Alright. Yeah. Hadley did wake up to darkness. He couldn't see nor feeleth, nor heareth aught. Hadley slightly panicked in his prison of darkness. He didn't knoweth how long he hadn't been thither for days happily. All of a sudden he could see. Hadley could vaguely see a warbling office. He did seem to be spectating it from above. 'Tis was as though a hazy grizzled film hadn't been taken place over his eyes. He then did hear the faint sound of the door opening. He did look and did see a Sir walketh in with a tennis racket, as though he did own the lodging. Hadley briefly did see a bathroom across the hallway with a toilet. The Sir did sitteth down at the chair and obviously did tire. Hadley confused. Hadley then watched, and he then did both beginneth to yell and received attention. A piercing headache arrived into Hadley's brain. He did see the Sir pick up the phone next to him. Then, as clear as day, he heard the man speak. "Valorous morning to thee, Sir, this is Mark speaking." Stunned, Hadley responded, "Help, I did stuck. Pritheth, sir, if be true thee doth not have it business with me, doth not calleth." Mark did proceed to hang up the phone. He stretched and doth beginneth to worketh. He first did walk over to his filing cabinet and did open it. Excruciating pain ripped through Hadley. It felt as though his stomach was being dismount of his course. Mark yelped as he did stare at the mass of organs sitting in his filing cabinet. He apace did closeth and heard a knock at his door. Mark did walk over and did open the door. There was 2 men holding a fridge. Between these 2 men, "Valorous morning to thee, Sir Fridge, for Mark." "Ah, I thank thee." Mark bustled the men into his cubicle and out again. The fridge did sitteth on the floor next to Mark's spare pillow pile. Hadley eventually recovered to see Mark working on his computer, clearly trying to calm down. He leaned over and sharpened his pencil. Hadley didn't feel himself start to fill up, as though he had eaten too much. He heard the bubbling sound from the water cooler. Hadley did doth beginneth to feeleth to tire, as though he watched Mark worketh. He eventually did fall to catch but a wink. He did awaken to another headache. and once again heard Mark voice clearly. Valorous morning to thee, sir. This is Mark. Hadley was too drowsy to respond, and Mark eventually did hang up. At this point, Hadley was very full. He watched Mark walk over to the water cooler and receiveth a cup of water. Hadley instantly did feel content and relieved. Thither was a bang at the door, and instantly a squad of armored individuals bustled into the cubicle and took Mark. The men did then guarded the cubicle until a team of scientists then did enter and start poking around. They did inspect the office and then used a strange scanner, at which hour they started inspecting the filing cabinet. Hadley did both begin to panic and instantly did get a headache. The phone did both ring, and one of the scientists carefully picked it up and did answer. Valorous morning to thee. So, who isn't this? Pritheth help, I'd detrapped. Pritheth pray pardon me thy situation to me. Hadley proceed to pray pardon me and tell them what happened. The scientists told them that they would try and help him. Apparently this did happen here. That made no sense.
Is that it?
Yes.
Jeez. Oh,
I am sorry.
I feel
Alex.
so bad for the people listening.
I'm sorry.
Because
I'm
this
sorry,
is
Alex,
horrible to
That was
listen.
boring. Yeah.
Alex, how long was that?
500 votes.
500. Jeez.
What was the SCP?
Yeah, I don't
I've
know
no-
any.
8-6.
What's
The
that one
Living
do?
Office. It sounded better when it wasn't in Shakespeare.
I have no clue what I couldn't follow the story.
Yeah,
'cause
it's okay. That was the translator's fault.
no offense for Shakespeare in English, but
I
you speaking Shakespeare, me speaking Shakespeare in English.
I purposely didn't go through because I thought it would be funny, but it just didn't. It changed really. Like, it changed anything to ought, and it changed pain to teen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go through mine either, so
It's fine.
I'm sure Lucas will put maybe the un-Shakespeared on the screen. Maybe.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, cut this out, Lucas.
It doesn't really matter, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Alright.
I just
We tried. That's what my
Alex,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you didn't really complete it because I swear your characters weren't yelling because you just didn't
didn't yell
raise
at all.
you didn't raise your voice.
Yeah, I didn't want to yell too much, so I just raised my voice slightly.
I mean, you kind of did. All right.
I didn't want to yell here,
What
but
were
I did.
what were your 4 things?
Yeah.
Tennis racket, toilet, fridge, and pillow.
I don't even remember those being brought up in the story, but
I don't remember anything about the story except something about a headache which it gave me. All right.
totally, yeah, totally. Alex completed it. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, Alex definitely
Thumbs up.
completed it.
Thumbs up to you.
All right, Alex, who's going next? Lucas's what story or my story?
Jared chooses. Does he want?
Okay. Are you going next
Yeah.
or am I going next?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
Oh,
How long's Lucas's?
That one.
Okay, that's actually not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright.
Just check.
Here's Lucas's. Lucas did request Jared to use a special voice.
424 words.
Alright. Cool.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the voice properly.
At
But
least we now know not to do the Shakespeare thing again because it just
I didn't want to
makes
do that in
sense.
the first place.
I know, but I
knew it was something bad.
I picked it because I thought it would be funny, but
Oh.
it's not.
I've been at Shakespeare plays before.
Alright. Anyway, Jared, go.
Those dolls we think they can seize me. Never. My destructive rampage shall never end, and nay insignificant human is going to seize me. They bethink this prison shall keepeth me secure. Yond will seize me from wreaking havoc across their mortal realm, but they are sorely mistaken, for I am Gigatron, the Destructinator, and mine power knoweth nay bounds. Oh, behold, here cometh one of the peasants anon, cometh to plead for mercy, no doubt. Oh, behold! He shouts to his comrade. 'Tis Lord Hilding hither to spell out doom. A mortal, thee hath yond right. I, Lord Hilding, shalt rule thy world and did rid of all the pesky damn humanoids yond disobey, whoops. The sir cries as he slips pathetically, knocks the glass case off of disastrous disruptor the Hellbringer. The hateful horror tumbles gracefully onto the rug, banging its voltmeter as goeth. Miraculously landing on its feet, the metallic masochist attempts to mimic an in-guard pose, but its arms aren't flexible enough. I won't strike thee down, the idiotic door. At that moment, the Sir Biff Sub warbling model car at the Robo-Crushinator's legs, causing to somersault onto its back. They have fallen for one of mine classic blunders, calleth Voltage von Vulgar. I intend to beast did nap prone to see thy weaponess. We better. Suddenly, a sir with ginger hair, wearing a lab coat and shining amulet, stands over the dangerous droid. Press about mine man, sir. Mine big squeeze how have... Oh. I wasn't just about to pummel this pitiful fetch for a life form. A red-headed head of scientist writes the anarchist android. They haven't been using the language I did spend mine time teaching thee. Pardon me, Professor Pummeler. I will right this wrong immediately. The glorious grinder turns to face the worthless individual and yells, You wanna win 1v1v me, and thou art such a noob. Come at me, the filthy casual. The catastrophic kicker approaches the nay-moo brain in stone mammal and begins swinging its arms wildly. A yawn moment, the bright-haired doctor swoops in and delivers the final blow, slashing at the sir, turning his t-shirt and disintegrating his zipper, then dropping the amulet on the sir and taking it back. The sir lies in a kind of stupor. Ha ha! I am victorious! Good, scrub! Yells the merciless mercenary and begins doing something resembling squats on the sir. Yeah, teabag! You're on the chop logic, while I'll be a stealth lean. Don't destroy the universe without me! Mission successful. Returning to base.
Good job.
I feel like a lot of that wasn't translated into Shakespeare because it was words that didn't exist in Shakespeare time.
Yes, pretty much, probably.
That's
job,
why it made more sense. Yeah.
Lucas.
I think Lucas also went through and made it I think he edited it and made it make more sense.
Yeah.
So that's probably why that was easiest to
Rug,
understand.
model car, t-shirt, and zipper. Yep, they were all featured.
Nice. Alright. Yeah, and you completed everything else.
Yeah.
Good job, Lucas.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you want me to tell you my 4 items now, so you can look out for them?
Yeah.
Hold on, alright. I'm gonna bring the mic a bit closer to me. There we go. Alright. My 4 items were a bow tie, a dictionary, a water bottle, and a sword.
Your SCP is 053, right?
Yeah.
Little guy.
Alright. I did sitteth in mine cell. I twiddle mine thumbs. I behold around me, and see mine Barbie toy did sit. Thither is Ike, a huge mirror covering the mirror of to mine right. I heareth a voice over the speaker. Initiating test 53. Twas it? Oh wait, shit. Sorry, let me redo the robot voice. Initiating test number 53. Twas a robotic male voice. I did knoweth was someone behind the mirror, but I couldn't did let those folk knoweth I knoweth. Sending in the subjects, doth saith the robotic voice once again. Suddenly, mine door did open, sending in 4 men. One sir was wearing a bow tie with a briefcase. One was wielding a foam bodkin and glaring at the other 3. The other 2 was just wearing regular robes and holding nothing. As all 4 did enter the cubiculo, they did start wrestling each other. 2 did doth break free, and 1 did grab mine water bombard on top of mine drawers, and 1 did grab a dictionary from a nearby booketh shelf. He did smash it over the sir who is grab the water bombard, dropping dead. He then did runneth over to the 2 men wrestling, and did smash the booketh of knowledge over one of the man's headeth. He did drop to the floor dead. Thither was just 2 men did leave, 1 holding a briefcase and 1 a dictionary. The sir with the dictionary did runneth fire, swinging at the other sir, but did miss. The sir with the briefcase did take an opportunity attack to smack him in the back of the head, dropping him lifeless. His headeth then twisted straight to me. He did start winding up to hit me with his briefcase. I was sitting on the floor and just did close mine eyes. Ere he did maketh contact, I did hear a click, hurtling. I peered up here 1 eye, and he was laying on his back, dead, without a scratch on him. The voice doth cometh back again. Removing, carry on, man. Suddenly a robotic arm doth cometh out of the ceiling, and did start scooping the bodies up into the ceiling. The voice doth cometh back 1 moo time. Test did conclude.
Not gonna lie, pretty accurate. Like that's pretty accurate to an actual test.
Except for the D class.
Yeah.
Well, could be just regular civilians.
Wait,
They
what?
do that. They use regular civilians.
Oh, so they use prisoners for.
Okay, so I don't know anything about it.
That's fine.
I just used. I was just
I
told
know.
to be an SCP.
That's fine.
So
it was,
easy
it was
peasy.
pretty good.
Yeah. My question: where was the sword?
I was actually going to. Hold on, I'll find it again.
If it's not in there.
No, it is.
What
One was wielding a foam bodkin. It translated sword to bodkin. I can show you my.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hold on, it's right here though.
What about?
One was wielding a foam sword.
Where was the?
I thought it was a foam hand.
Where was the bow tie?
Huh?
Where was the bow tie?
Oh, the
on the guy.
The guy was the first guy who walked in with the briefcase. He was wearing a bow tie.
Fancy
yeah.
man.
Did it change water bottle to water bomb card or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
What a bombard was.
But I think it translates room to cubicola,
Yeah.
which I think's really weird. I will say, I'm pretty sure another reason it sounds weird is because we don't really know how to say it.
Oh yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, obviously. But the one of the things it translated to Thither is Ike, a huge mirror covering the mirror to mine right. In normal English, there's a huge mirror to the right.
Yeah, but it changes like is and stuff to like apostrophe T, right?
Yeah.
It's like, do you just say T, or do you say like?
Alright.
It's-
I got
yeah.
confused, so I just didn't say the T.
Yeah, I said I read it word for word. That's also why it sounded really weird.
Alright, we have to vote now, right?
I don't think there's a point of writing it down. You can just say which one.
I don't even think a point of voting.
I think Lucas is the best.
Oh, I think Jared's was the best.
I said Lucas.
Well, I think I do.
wait. Actually, no. I'm gonna vote Alex. It's on you.
No, I don't vote me because that's just
No.
a lie.
Okay, I vote for myself.
You can't do
Who says no?
So you're voting for
it. Lucas.
Lucas?
I think Lucas's was the best because he went through it and actually made it make sense.
Oh yeah. Okay. If we're going like that,
We're
yeah.
going through like actual translating it properly.
Which do you think was the funniest, the best, and the most entertaining?
Well,
I think Lucas's.
I propose like non-Shakespearean. I suppose
Mine
that
sounded a lot better. Just not sure.
well,
Well, we didn't hear the
You're-
non-Shakespearean, did we, Alex?
I
You're the
know.
one who chose this rule.
like Australia was like a blur in my ears.
Yeah, I know. To not be honest, same for me it was as well.
For like writing, like actual text-wise, probably Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Lucas wins. Wow. Hold on. I'll quickly message Lucas.
The way Lucas, no, I can't believe Jared didn't win, and it's actually because of the rule I chose, not because he's bad.
Oh, so you need to speak up a bit, man. You're so quiet. Alex did just glare at me, by the way.
And
Just. Ooh.
what does that mean?
Wearing a t-shirt with Japanese writing on it instantly thinks he's tough.
I said and.
That's what I thought. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Anyway,
Alright, now we wait. And we'll cut back when Lucas responds.
Diddle-a-dee.
Alright, yeah, but okay, Lucas, by the way, for the last part, do the now in between to like transition. Yeah, that'll be funny. Alright, give me
Yeah.
1 second. Alright, we're back. Lucas has message, and drum roll please.
Congratulations!
Alex!
Congratulations,
I
Alec.
think it's
You
more-
suck.
to be honest, I think it's
You lost.
more. I think that's completely fair because I was bored reading my story.
Yeah, he did admit off camera he got bored reading his story.
You know what?
It didn't make sense.
You know
And
what's
he,
like
didn't, and he didn't really raise his voice.
Another contributing factor of how you lost was your topics you chose.
Not gonna lie, my voice is kind of sore because I was talking like a full hour.
I-
D&D.
I had to do.
I was talking a full hour D&D too.
Same.
Anyway, alright. Well, it was more than an hour. Alright, so that's going to conclude episode 2, season 2. We'll see you next time. Roll that funky music, white boy.
No.
Now.